Every single year, we see thousands of vehicles with dents and dings of all different shapes and sizes. But it always seems like the same things are the culprits that are causing the dents on these vehicles. The most common factors that cause damage to vehicles that we see are first and foremost hail damage. Hail comes through, it's unmerciless, it doesn't take sides, and it's gonna damage everything in its path. We see hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of dents on vehicles when a hailstorm comes through. The second most common thing we see is door dings that are caused by other vehicles. Maybe it's a parking lot that's a little too narrow. Maybe it's a child opening a door. Maybe the wind caught a door. But we were able to fix a lot of those, and we see those every day. Third thing we see is shopping carts. Again, in a parking lot, these cars are parked pretty tight, shopping cart gets rolling, and all of a sudden it's gonna hit the side of a car and leave a really nasty gash in it. Fourth thing we see is tree branches or acorns. Windstorms come through, maybe it doesn't drop hail, but it may drop a tree branch on your vehicle, or an acorn on your vehicle, or both. We see a lot of those, and we repair quite a few of those on vehicles. The last, and one of the most common as well throughout the year, is animals or deer damage. In the state of Georgia where we are, deer come through and they will hit the side of your vehicle, they hit the front of the vehicle, and again, you know, there's certain seasons they're just really, really common. A lot of clients don't know we can fix those, but we actually have a huge amount of success using paintless dent repair to fix deer damage. No matter how your damage is caused on your vehicle, we're here to help. We'd love to earn your business, and we'd love to help you on your journey.
So the difference between paintless dent repair and conventional auto body repair work is basically with paintless dent removal, we don't use any Bondo or any paint to repair your vehicle. As in a traditional repair method, they would use a grinder to grind off the paint. They would, once they get the paint off, they'll repair the panel, get it back as close as they can possible, and then use a filler, typically referred to as Bondo, to fill the void that's there, go back and sand it, prime it, paint it. It gets to be a very expensive process when you get into that. But what we do to repair the vehicle, we basically use our tools, our rods, to get behind the metal, to massage that metal back out, take our time just sitting there massaging the highs, getting the highs and the lows out of the panel to make it look flawless, make it look perfect like it did before the accident or before the damage happened.
Customers ask us all the time, what kind of dents can be fixed using paintless dent repair? The honest truth is, a huge variety. We may see door dings come in that are very small. We may see hail damage where it's still small, but a lot of them. We also see some that are mid-sized dents where someone may have bumped into it, or maybe a football or a tree branch or something hit the vehicle. We even see some that are very large damage on a vehicle. Maybe someone bumped into you in a parking lot, maybe a deer ran into you, or something more noticeable hit the side of your vehicle. The honest truth is, if there's no paint damage, we could probably fix it. And if there is paint damage, we could probably give you an option that would include fixing it with paintless dent repair and then touching it up or buffing the scratches out. The only way we can know is for you to swing by one of our shops. We'll be happy to give you a free estimate, assess the damage with you, and walk through any options of the repair process with you.
So we often get asked the question, can we fix dents on a crease or a body line? The answer is yes, we actually can fix those. When we do those, we get behind the metal, we use sharper tools to recreate that line, to basically reform that, to get it looking like it never happened before. If it's on a panel that's less accessible with tools, it can be a lot more difficult to reshape that, to recreate that line. So for the most part, we do need to get a tool behind there to be able to reshape that. But yes, the answer is we can definitely fix dents on body lines.
There's a few different things that can influence how long it takes us to repair a dent. The first thing that we really look at is the overall size of the dent. We will generally allocate about an hour for each inch of damage on a panel. And then a few different things can kind of affect how long it takes from there. Second thing we kind of look at is the overall access to the back side of the dent or where else it's located on the vehicle. The quicker we can get to the back side of the panel to be able to repair the dent, the better we are at getting it done in a timely manner. If access is a little bit trickier or we need to take more apart, it can take us a little bit longer to fix up the dent from there. The only other thing that we look at after that is if there's any paint damage that we need to remedy with either some touch-up or some wet sanding and buffing. And then once that's complete, generally the repair is complete. So your regular door ding usually is going to be about 1 inch in size to 2 inches. That'll take us about an hour or two. Whereas a smaller dent on a door or an easier accessible panel can take us maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes to repair. Now, bigger collision type damage, budget at least a day, sometimes 2 days for a repair like that.
Paintless dent repair pricing can range based on a few different factors. The first and foremost thing that we look at is the size of the damage. Typically, we're looking at how large the damage is in inches, and that's going to range at around $150 for the first inch, and then typically we're going around $50 an inch after that. The second factor we look at is anything that needs to be taken apart on a vehicle. This is what we call removal and installation. So if we take apart a door trim panel, if we take apart a hood or an insulator, or maybe we even drop a headliner, those are all things we have to charge for. The third thing that we look at is a little bit more of a generalized area. We just call this our additional factors. This is things like, is the damage on a body line? Is it obstructed? Is it made out of aluminum or a high-strength steel or another type of material that is more challenging to work on? All of these tend to add just a little bit of time to the repair process and tend to add a little bit of cost as well. Feel free to swing by one of our shops or talk to another local PDR shop in your area, and they'll be happy to get you an estimate for the repair and guide you on getting your vehicle repaired as effectively and efficiently and affordably as possible.